My name is Terrell, and I'm terrible with money. My name is Terrell, and I'm horrible with money. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about it. So, I had a humbling experience tonight. I had a humbling experience. My humbling experience at PetSmart. I bought some doggy biscuits and I bought some bottom feeder pellets for my fish. Needless to say, I went to go swipe or tap. It denied it. It denied it. And I haven't been denied in a while on a card. But being denied at this facet while me being a YouTuber just brought a realization to me. We're going to be real. The struggle is real. I'm real. We're going to be honest with each other. I ask everybody to be honest with me and tell me when I ask a question and you guys be honest. And I ask that a lot of these videos, I do, that people get down in the comments and be honest with me and tell me what I could do better and everything. A lot of it, I also ask for people to, I guess, let me know if there's something else you want to hear from me. So I would always feel like the biggest thing would be just being more honest. So that's why I created the Memory Lane Mondays. Sorry, somebody driving by with their music loud. But Memory Lane Monday, behind the scenes shit, being able to see what happens behind closed doors with me and my family, my kid, or not my kids, but my grandkids, my wife and everything. So I'm doing this so I can give you more transparency. But if I want to sit up here and get on footage and tell you guys, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm putting on a front like my 9 to 5 is good, YouTube is good, and I'm banking and everything, I'd be lying to you guys. We're not going to sit here and play that game. We're not. Truth of the matter is, as you guys can see, I'm still not monetized. Today is the 10th of March. The 10th of March, 2026. As of right now, real time, I have probably like 28,000 views. That still hasn't equaled up to my 4,000 watch time that I'm supposed to have. And also, I don't have as you guys know, me having, Jesus Christ, by sneezing. Oh my God, sorry. 48 subs is not going to get me my monetization. It's 500. That's why I used to say 500 subscribers is the movement. Now I've kicked it up to 1.5 because I'm trying to overreach. And obviously, I do record all the time. So by me recording all the time, I'm not necessarily worried about the views and stuff of me or the videos that I put out, because that's going to always be there. So I would just say that I'm doing my part. but I'm not monetized yet. And my job is just not doing it for me. Now, for you guys that, know that I work the job that I work, you would probably be under the impression, well, does that mean you're quitting, you're this? That's another story for another time. But the income is not there. Paycheck to paycheck, that's what I'm doing. My wife, same. Paycheck to paycheck. So eventually, when your expenses are overshadowing your income, these things are going to happen. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm going to be very quick and to the point with this, because this is not a long, drawn out type of subject for me. I'm just going to tell you that I suck at money. I really do. I suck at money management. That's not on purpose. That's only due to the fact that I've never been proud of my money. I've never been proud of my money. And if you are ever in a point in your life where you don't feel proud of your money, there's a little discontent there. And by you having a little discontent, why would you ever look at your money and be sitting there trying to manage it to some level where it would, make sense for you to have a budget? It's like there's nothing to budget. Now that might sound like an excuse. It's like, oh, but you can still budget your money, you can still save, you can still do this. And that's another conversation for another day as well. I do have a little something to tell you about that, but not for today. I just suck at budgeting. I really suck at budgeting. Me and my wife, we had these arguments on a weekly basis about my money. I know I had a conversation with my mom probably a couple months back, and I remember just kind of like yelling into the phone, kind of the same way I've yelled at my wife, just telling her, I do not make enough money. I'm not in a position where I make enough money to even be remotely content to where I could sit and really actually break down an expense and a budget. If I'm going to be transparent, can I tell you about how much I make right now for a job that I've worked at for numerous amount of years, over a decade? But I guess if I told you where I started, you would be like, oh, okay, I can see. But let's just talk about it. 1875. Now, that could be argued because we do get bonuses weekly. That if long as you show up, you're not late, it could be more. It could be more like 20. So I could say I make $20 an hour. But $20 an hour in 2026 is bullshit for a 46-year-old man. I'll be 46 next month. So, honesty, transparency. My bills are kicking my ass. Not ashamed of it. And if I were being honest, I only wish I made more. I only wish I was monetized, where the conversation can be a little bit more, more production would make me more reluctant to be in my bills and in my expenses a little more strategically. But I don't need to sit here and go so deep into this because the transparency is what I just told you. Now, to come out of it, I'll just tell you this. This is stuff that I've learned over the years. I guess I can tell you what I was going to tell you earlier. So right now, at this present moment, I'm implementing. I've done this before. That's why I'm implementing it, because it worked. I'm implementing the 100-day envelope challenge. So what that is, for those who don't know, you take an envelope, day one, starting today, let's just say, put $1 in it. Day two, tomorrow, put $2 in. Day three, so on and so forth, till you get to 100 days. By the time you get to 100 days, you would have made over $5,000. Now, I was pretty damn close. I was like in the 70s, 80s, I think, last time, when I had to kind of break into that money because of some little financial hiccup me and my wife fell in, and I had it stashed. Now, I'm implementing that. Recently, I did have this thing going where I was checking my hustles a little deeper, and I was breaking them down to, okay, if I work this many days for this many hours, or do these many runs in this particular hustle, blah, 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 I will make this much, or whatever. Then at my job, QT, I was getting extracurricular activities that paid me more. I haven't done that in a while. And needless to say, I haven't talked to nobody, recently about my promotion. That's a come up, potentially. Then I was listening to this lady, made pretty good sense. She said, every day you should be looking at your money. And I mean, like, look at it to see where it's at zero. But looking at it, like, measuring it. Like, okay, you made this much, you spent this much. Like, she said usually you should be looking at it the first part of the day. And I guess looking at it at night, and kind of budgeting it from that. But I also remember hearing from this guy, Josh Mayo. I follow him. He's a good dude. He said something about every time you spend, you should be checking your money in that fashion. Because if you write down how much you spend every time you spend it, it kind of brings forth a reality and a slap in the face, like, what are you doing? You spent that much? You might have been right on something. So I wouldn't give you this video if I wasn't going to at least give you a little bit of tips that I've learned over the years that I should be implementing. But I just wanted this reality check for you guys, for myself, of where I'm at in life. I suck with money. Now, I obviously wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't going to lead to something in the future. That's why I'm doing it. I just have to ask you guys, as my community, do you have any suggestions? Or, better yet, are you in this same struggle? You don't have to, I guess, be so open with it, but I mean, if you're going through something like this, all I would ask you to do is just put a $sign in the comments. put a $. So basically from there, I can know that I'm not alone in this. And then maybe we can all like come together and talk about it and figure something out for ourselves. You know, share ideas, pick each other's brain for stuff like this. Because it's not really right and it's not fair, I guess, for me to be on here. And not that I ever gave you that impression that I was in some wealthy position, because I never try to put that on. I carry myself the way I carry myself just because that's the kind of persona I have. I wear cheap brands, but I'm not a cheap dude, if that makes any sense. But that's it. If this video helps you, like I said, drop a $, or if you need, if you want to bounce ideas off the whole finance tip. If this video helps you, just let me know in the comments. 1.5 million subs is a movement. Stay blessed, stay intentional, and stay dangerous. Catch you on the